just listening to that song itself, it just is the passion, and it comes across in JR's voice. And that to me is lacking these days. He is so good at what he does. It's just that was a great song. It was so hilarious.
Yeah, anything with Triple H. Back when Triple H was, well, he's still a bad guy, but like, oh, Triple H is going to rot in hell. He's going to rot in hell for what he did. Like, you don't hear that now. You just hear, oh my God. You hear this.
Oh, I mean, and that's something I don't think you can necessarily blame the announcers for, because that's part of having to be so politically correct anymore. You can't.
But you can put some passion.
JR used to say, "That son of a bitch." I just don't think. I think they frown on that now. They're afraid that it will offend somebody.
But you can put some passion. You can put some bass in your voice when you're calling certain events that you want to really put some emphasize as a major event. You just can't say, "Oh my God," like who cares? Like, that doesn't do anything for me. Like, when JR he would lose his voice by the end of the night because he's screaming and yelling, and it really put over the realism of what I was seeing on TV.
Well, what can I tell you? That's why JR is the best.
Survivor Series had a 5-man booth.
Whew, I listened to some of that.
Five guys on the commentary table, because SmackDown and Raw, and Corey Graves plays both sides, so they had five guys, dude.
Yeah, and I knew that was going to be, or I felt like it was going to be a little tough. But to be perfectly honest with you, the part that I listened to, they didn't. I thought they handled it as well as could be expected with 5 guys out there, because ordinarily you think, oh my gosh, they're going to be stepping all over each other. They're going to be talking, just all 3 people going to be talking at the same. That's what I hate about shows like The View or The Talk or those shows where all of those people are sitting there talking at one time. I hate that, and that's what I was afraid that was going to happen with a 5-man booth, but it didn't. It was not that bad.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no rapport. There's no conflict between the voices. It's just guys talking. There's no meaning behind what they're saying when they can't interact.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that I find, and they may like that now, but I mean, hey, JR has a distinctive voice, and I thought I had a distinctive voice, and Howard Cosell had a distinctive voice, and some of these certain people, and I think it's not that great when you have. Sometimes I have trouble distinguishing who's talking.
Yeah. With like Cole and God, who's the SmackDown guy? I'm sorry, what's his name?
Byron?
No, not Byron. The other, the lead. No, not Corey. The other. Jeez. You know what I'm talking
Tom
about.
something.
Tom Phillips.
Tom?
Yeah, Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Look,
Todd.
Tom something.
I was thinking Todd Pettengill, but no, not Todd.
Oh my gosh,
Jeez, that's going way back. But no, I Corey Graves, who listens to the podcast, I love Corey. I think he would be great if he was unmuzzled, if he was allowed to say what I think, because I think he's like kind of like he's a guy that's good on his feet when it comes to being organic and saying little quips. But I feel like you're right. You got to be PG. You can't say certain things that maybe you want to say in your mind.